Good morning for Tuesday. Let's take up the rest of this passage in 2 Corinthians chapter 8, and then Wednesday and Thursday we'll talk about the Passion Week a little bit and how important it is to those of us who believe. It's kind of interesting that Paul takes this time to talk to the Corinthians and say, hey, I appreciate what you've done. You guys have done some amazing things. Eva's helping me down here. And thought about what you needed to do to help other Christians. And so what you did is you gave from your abundance. And as I thought about that, the statement that he makes, you give when you have a lot to people who don't have much, so that in the time when they have a need, you have a need, they'll be able to supply yours. Well, we think, at least I think, well, I don't really have an abundance. I got house payments and car payments, and I got to buy stuff, and there's just not much left over. Have you ever noticed how the money that we take in expands and is spent no matter whether it's a little or a lot? So it's so hard for us as human beings to think that we have an abundance. But come on, look at history. Look at the world today. We absolutely live in opulence. And the coronavirus crisis has caused us to stop and think, hey, things can be taken away real quickly. And we have this uncertainty. But I think most of us that I'm talking to have probably not missed a meal yet. And although there is this uncertainty, I'm telling you, I think I still live an abundant life. I don't want to end up like Oskar Schindler at the end of Schindler's List, where he's crying and he's thinking about the people that didn't make it. And he said, I could have done more. I could have sold my car. I could have sold my wedding ring. I think Paul is just saying, don't get in the trap of saying, I never have enough to give in abundance, to give a lot. I do know people that have ended their life with very little financial resources to show for it. But oh my goodness, the treasure in heaven, thinking of my dad, my goodness, that man has given away millions probably. And yet he's content and happy, not a big bank account, but he and mom in heaven will live in opulence. So we have some decisions to make. The crisis we face right now should show us, how do we want to live our lives? In fear or in anticipation of what's to come? And I think that forces me to think, what can I do to further the kingdom with my resources? And that means giving financially to help Christians around the world in their time of need. I'll never forget, I was in Russia one time doing an education project, and a guy said, thank you for coming. Thanks for giving of your time and spending your money. When you're in need, we will come to you. I thought that's pretty cool. We were arch enemies all these years, and through the gospel and the biblical worldview integration we were teaching, he saw something and he said, we'll be there when the time comes for you. We need to be there for each other, but we need to have that kingdom mentality, thinking, what can we do? Like Paul said, so that when others are in need, we meet it. All right, have a good Tuesday. See ya.